Welcome to Manhwa Toon Recap Channel, your go-to spot for epic manhwa recaps. Join me as we dive into thrilling battles, unexpected twists, and unforgettable moments from the best manhwa out there. New stories every week, so subscribe and let's explore this amazing world together. Now let's go into the video. In a dark and dirty cell with traces, a blonde woman asks a question to the boy with short hair lying on the ground, trying to find out where certain people are. The injured young man doesn't respond, only takes a deep breath. Again, she repeats the question, pointing a long sword at him. The boy, with a black eye, has seemingly been there for a long time and just stares at the woman. She points the sword at him as he stares back at her. He remembers that the blonde is a direct descendant of the supreme swordsman. Then, he is surprised by the power she possesses. It is shown that the swordswoman defeated hundreds of demonic humans with just one strike and how fast she can be. The divine swordswoman, Isela, is responsible for killing the great celestial demon, the one who started the demonic Orthodox War. Once again, the swordswoman asks the boy. But this time she pulls him by the remnants of his clothing. The woman throws him against the wall, and angrily demands that he tell her where the other demonic humans went. Filled with anger, Isela wonders if the young man feels any guilt about something. With his purple eyes, he just looks at her, trying to say something. But apparently, his vocal cords are completely destroyed. And some kind of spell on his heart prevents him from speaking. With a few tears falling from her face, Isela makes it clear that this will be his last chance to answer. She makes clear to the boy that everyone there wants to see him dead. But if he helped, Isela would do everything to save him. With a trembling voice and already crying, she begs him to answer. In his mind, the cursed boy wonders why there is so much hatred. Is it because of the demonic demons that the blonde woman failed to capture? He remembers that her fiancé, the famous swordsman meteor, Zhang Xianyuan, was captured by the demonic humans and that she is after him. The boy with short hair laughs, looking at the swordswoman, finding it amusing that such a strong woman is crying over a man. Isela grabs him with brute force and throws him to the other side of the cell with all her strength. Falling on the ground, the woman shows regret for not having defeated him the first time they met. Isela cries, regretting not having defeated him sooner. He, lying powerless on the ground, starts thinking about when she believes was the first time they saw each other because it was probably different from what she imagines. A long time ago, in a bustling city, a boy, who is the purple-eyed boy, stands in front of a girl. Then, he wonders where things went wrong and remembers the blonde woman as a child offering him fruits, which he found disgusting. A demonic human in a devastated place, the boy remembers that one day he was a traitor and allied himself with the demonic humans in the past. And that this would be his karma. The swordswoman turns her back on the boy and leaves that place crying. But when she looks back, she sees him lying down, trying to do something. The young man places his finger on the ground. And the swordswoman screams, wanting to know what he is doing. The boy's heart starts pounding. His veins bulge with the force his heart exerts. Strawberry juice begins to flow endlessly from his mouth. And Isela just watches, not understanding what is happening. He starts to remember that he has a curse. He begins to use his finger and the liquid that had gushed out to write something. In his mind, an image of a shadowy woman appears, only signaling for him to be silent. And he remembers that if he breaks the conditions of the curse, his heart will explode, causing his death. This is the demonic art of the celestial demon. He must not betray the demonic cult. The boy begins to hear Isela desperately screaming his name as she tries to do something. He can barely hear the swordswoman asking why he is bleeding so much. She starts desperately begging him to stop writing. Meanwhile, the young man just imagines that he was manipulated and that none of it was his choice. And if she would believe his word. The boy finishes writing something on the ground while Isela looks terrified at what he wrote. He finishes writing and feels that his end is near. Then, he begins to writhe in pain as his heart beats violently. Gu Yongchun, with his heart on the verge of exploding and at the end of his life, wonders why he followed the path of the demonic humans. And one last memory comes to his mind, a night in a dark alley with a woman wearing a red dress. The woman in the red dress extends her arm to Gujang Chan, placing her hand on his face as he looks at her. His sister, smiling as she dies, leaves one final message for the boy, asking him to be happy. Seola screams his name desperately, trying to find out if he is alright. In his final glance, Yang Chun remembers his regrets and knows that each one of them shaped his life. In another place, a woman is sitting on the ground, surrounded by bones, with a green aura around her. Footsteps approach the woman who is sitting there. A man approaches her and stops right in front of her. The woman recognizes the man before her. She, with a wound on her eyes and smiling, apologizes to the man. The man is the same boy from the cell. And he just looks at the woman in silence, with an empty gaze. Seola cries out his name, trying to keep him alive for a little longer. Yang Chun, once again, recalls what he did in his life. On a rainy night, a woman extends her hand to Yang Chun and asks if he is crying. He replies by saying no, that it's just the rain. The white-haired woman, lying down with blood in her mouth, understands that he is not crying. Lying down, she wonders if there is a moon in the sky. And Yang Chun, looking at her, says there is. With her hand bleeding and still lying down, she is happy that the moon and Yang Chun are there with her. With a wound in her belly, the woman closes her eyes and dies in the rain. Seola is by his side, holding him as he lies there, nearly dead. Thus, he recalls his entire story. He was Gu Yongchun, from the Shanshur Gu clan. He was born into a renowned clan of the Orthodox faction and lived as an Orthodox martial artist before betraying his own clan and turning to the dark side. In his final breath of life, he continues to remember who he was and his story. The demonic cult lost the Great Demonic Orthodox War. And Gu Yongchun was tortured as a prisoner of war. And closing his eyes to finally die, a girl appears in his memories, holding a basket of potatoes and offering them to Yang Chun. And he wonders why the girl was doing that. And he wonders what was happening. Yang Chun was sure he had died because of the curse. He knew his heart had exploded and that his last moment was with the great swordswoman holding him as he died. He places his hand on his chest and feels that his heart is beating normally. He runs his hand over his body and feels something different. Yang Chun looks around and realizes that everything is different, that he is smaller and clean, as if it were something from the past. He looks seriously at the girl he had known for a long time. The girl, standing there, watches him without understanding what is happening, offering a potato to Yang Chun. As he wonders what he said to the little girl, she holds the potato. He remembers that in the past, he slapped the girl's hand, and the potato fell from her hand. The girl, scared, doesn't understand why that boy did that to her. With the potato already on the ground, Yang Chun stomps on it with all his strength, and the girl in yellow is startled, not understanding why he is doing that. Yang Chun, filled with anger in the past, looks at the girl and asks what she was doing in his way, offering that potato. He now, in the present, wonders why he did that to that little girl. He stops and thinks that this was probably a dream of his regrets. Then, Yang Chun picks up the potato, and the girl feels embarrassed because she thought he didn't like potatoes. Yang Chun looks at the girl, smiling, and thanks her for the potato. He takes a big bite of the potato. As soon as he puts the potato in his mouth, he immediately spits it out because it was too hot, while the girl watches him. The girl starts laughing at Yang Chun because his face turned red after eating the scalding potato. While Yang Chun sticks out his tongue to ease the pain, a man appears behind him, shouting for his master. The man in red had been looking for Yang Chun and asked why he had disappeared. Yang Chun remembers that this man was his bodyguard and his name was Myasin. The man looks relieved at the small Yang Chun, thinking that something might have happened to him. As Myasin watches Yang Chun and the girl with a happy expression, he realizes that the young boy had burned his tongue with a hot potato. Immediately, the bodyguard gets angry at the situation and threatens to draw his sword at the girl, but Yang Chun says it's okay. Yang Chun looks at the bodyguard and asks for the cookie he has in his pocket. Nyo-sun hands his last cookie to Yang Chun. Yang Chun hands the cookie he had received to the girl. And the young girl is impressed by the gesture. Not only she, but also his bodyguard, who had never seen the boy do that. He rubs the back of his head, embarrassed, saying that it was the only thing he could give her after that delicious potato. The little girl is amazed by his gesture and can't wait to eat the cookie. She starts salivating a lot, as it would be the first time she would eat something like that. The girl looks behind her, as the two watch what is happening. An old man runs worriedly toward the little girl through the crowd. She hugs the old man, who is apparently her grandfather, and he thanks her for being alive. The old man, relieved, tells his granddaughter that she must not let go of his hand for any reason. The girl, relieved, smiles at her grandfather, happy that she managed to get the potatoes. The grandfather asks if anything happened to the young girl and begins examining her to see if she has any injuries. Suddenly, Yun Chun, with a startled expression, seems to recognize who that old man with the little girl in the yellow dress is. The girl in the yellow dress points to Yun Chun, making it clear to her grandfather that she had given one of her potatoes to him. The grandfather looks at him. The old man seems to recognize who he is. He then grabs her hand firmly and starts pulling her to his side. Soon, he bends down and begins to bow to Yong Chun, apologizing and saying that his granddaughter had made a great mistake. Yong Chun reassures the old man, saying he was very grateful for his granddaughter's kindness. He claps his hands in a gesture of respect to the elder, thanking him for the potatoes, which had been of great help. And he continues to offer the cookie as a form of gratitude. The elder looks at the cookie with a worried expression, not responding to Yong Chun. When the elder begins to speak, his granddaughter interrupts him desperately, saying she accepts the cookie. Soon, she stretches out her arm to grab the cookie eagerly. Before she could even grab the cookie, her grandfather holds her by the waist and runs off with the girl in his arms, while she cries for the cookie. As the old man runs, Yong Chun shouts for him to wait. But the elder looks back, very scared of what might happen to his granddaughter. Yong Chun manages to catch up with him, and hands the small girl the cookie she so desperately wanted. The girl looks at the cookie with great joy, but her grandfather remains worried about what's happening. While the elder observes the two, he wonders who that child was who gave the cookie to his granddaughter. Looking at the boy, the elder starts thinking that his granddaughter had met an important person. So, he bows again while his granddaughter says goodbye to Yong Chun. Soon after, they leave. Yong Chun and his bodyguard watch the two with happy expressions. Suddenly, Yong Chun begins to feel discomfort in his head. And Myasin notices that something strange is happening to his master. He starts to remember something about that old man. The elder, surrounded by people bowing to him at his altar, is the same man who recently held the position of leader of the Murim alliance. And that elder was one of the 3 supreme leaders of that sect. Along with 2 others, the elder was considered one of the strongest in Murim. Yang Chun remembered the old man in his mind and knew that he was the Grand Supreme Sword and grandfather of the girl named Asiela. And the elder's name was Hai Hyagun. Looking at the Grand Supreme Sword, Yang Chun wondered why he was in a place like that. Even knowing this could be a dream, he watches the Grand Supreme Sword scolding his granddaughter, thankful that she was alive after the situation. When he looks at the young girl ahead, he notices that she is raising her hand to him, waving. Yang Chun smiles at her as he watches her leave. In the midst of the crowd, the two are separated, and his bodyguard reminds him that they need to return. Yang Chun feels that he has no more regrets and that it's time to move on. The young Yun Chun arrives at a large house with his bodyguard. He looks at the enormous house, confused about what is happening. Worried in front of that house, he starts to wonder why the dream hasn't ended. He remembers a shadowy woman on her throne, who seemed to control the curse before her death. Yun Chun begins to reason as he thinks about that woman. And perhaps he believes it is related to the celestial demon's curse. Suddenly, a woman with her hair tied up approaches the bodyguard, who bows to her, while Yun Chun just watches, trying to figure out who this woman is. The woman is surprised that Yong Chun has returned instead of fleeing. Right behind her, there is a crowd watching them. Yong Chun looks at the woman with an uncomfortable expression, trying to recall if she is his older sister, as she looks at him with a happy gaze. But he knew she despised him greatly. He thinks that all those people are there for one reason: they are waiting for the clan leader to arrive. As the two look at the sister, she asks what he's up to this time. His sister approaches, places her hand on his shoulder, and makes it clear that he should stop whatever he is thinking of doing at that moment and leave. Yong Chun quickly removes her hand from his shoulder, while the bodyguard looks frightened at the two and says he should be there only because it was ordered. Young Chun then looks at his sister, apologizing for what happened and saying that he will also apologize to the clan leader. The sister glares furiously at Young Chun, while his bodyguard watches, not understanding why he would do that. His sister, enraged, yells his name. A massive red energy bursts from her body. With such energy, she creates a hole in the ground and starts walking toward her brother. Everyone around, frightened, seems to know what's about to happen. With a look of hatred, the girl wonders what her brother is planning and warns that if he doesn't stop, she will get very angry. Cursing her brother, Young Chun pleads for his sister to calm down. He notices that his father, the clan leader, is approaching. A horse looks toward the house and keeps trotting. Thus, a towering man arrives on his strong horse. The clan leader looks at his children with a sovereign gaze and asks why there is so much confusion. Everyone there immediately bows to the clan leader. The clan leader simply looks silently at everyone, especially his children. The young Chun looks at the clan leader, frightened, waiting for him to say something. He just keeps staring at his son with an austere expression. The leader glances to the side and calls his minister. Dismounting from his horse, he asks the minister if a unit of swordsmen is being prepared now. And soon the minister responds that the 4th unit is ready. Turning his back to his children, the leader orders the minister to have the 4th unit meet him. Young Chun, still wondering if this is a dream, notices that his father's presence is more powerful than ever. Looking back, the clan leader calls the young Chun to his room as soon as he finishes eating. Young Chun is startled by the command and asks Muyasan if he has any medicine for indigestion. At night, in a large house with the lights on, in a room with many dining tables and servants serving dinner, Young Chun, with dinner in front of him, remembers that the setting and food are still the same as always. Still anxious about his father's request, Young Chun can't eat properly. He feels uncomfortable about being called separately, and imagines it would be nice if someone could change the dining room atmosphere. The clan leader calls his second daughter, Yanchun's sister, and asks her about her achievements in martial arts. The second daughter is happy with her father's recognition and confirms her accomplishment, stating she has become a 3-star martial artist. She gratefully thanks him when her father says that she is advanced for her age and should continue that way. Yan Chun is impressed by the fact that his sister is already a 3-star at such a young age and thinks it's a gift. While the leader instructs her to sit and return to her meal. The young boy notices his sister smile and realizes how beautiful she looks when she smiles, but regrets thinking that as soon as she removes the smile from her face. The leader calls Young Chun, and he is startled. He says he heard that the boy went out into the streets. And Young Chun defends himself by saying that he had something to do. Then his father says nothing but murmurs and gets up from the table in the middle of dinner, telling the children to finish their meal because he will be leaving soon. Young Chun doesn't understand, as he thought the man was going to say something more to him. The boy thinks about how the leader wanted to see him after the meal and imagines that he will talk about it before he leaves. A servant approaches Young Chun and whispers in his ear that the leader asked him to rest that night so he could go to his room the next day, which left the child even more confused. He wonders about the reason for this change. At the window of his room at night, Young Chun becomes thoughtful. He thinks that this isn't a dream, as he hasn't woken up yet, and wonders if what's happening is the regression he's heard about. The boy raises his hand and punches the window ledge. He imagines that all of this might mean he'll be able to kill the celestial demon first, but then quickly dismisses it as a ridiculous thought that could be discarded in an instant. He envisions himself on a mountain, exuding a purple aura, and remembers that the celestial demon killed the 3 supremes, who stand above the heavens, and that he couldn't defeat him. With an image of his adult self in his mind, he reflects on his past life, when he was a condemned demonic human living under the celestial demon's rule just to survive. He realizes he has many regrets. Imagining his hand covered in blood, he understands that his past life, full of regrets, helped him to realize many things. With the image of blood dripping from his hand, he thinks that if he has truly been reborn, he wants to live a different life. Young Chun decides to choose a peaceful life while he still can, since Yseola will kill the celestial demon. And with that, the demonic cult will disappear. With anger and determination, he decides he cannot miss this chance to change his life and that he won't repeat the same mistakes he made before. So, Young Chun decides to take action. With courage, he releases all his strength from his body, forming a yellowish sphere of fire. In the end, he feels frustrated with the amount of power he managed to gather. Even searching for strength throughout his body, that small sphere was all he could find. With the image of his sister in his mind, he realizes how pathetic his inner energy is compared to hers, who, despite being only a year older, is already a 3-star. Although he knows there's not much he can do about it. With his eyes closed and focused, Yang Chun trains the cultivation technique that is passed down only to the Gu clan lineage. This art, called the Gu wheel, he practices carefully with his eyes closed, holding the energy sphere in his hands. His plan is to cultivate energy slowly, like a flower, so that when he becomes a 4-star, he will be able to emit inner energy, imagining his sister and his father. And when he becomes a 7-star, he intends to be able to envelop that energy around his body. Comparing himself to his sister, disappointed, he realizes that, for now, he's still only a 1-star. Frustrated and with sweat dripping down his face, his current plan is to gather inner energy as quickly as possible to become a 2-star. Still training with concentration, he rejects the possibility of living by using borrowed power from demonic humans, determined to live differently from his past life. His body begins to emit inner energy. He remains highly focused on his training, trying to expand his strength with the energy sphere in his hands. He notices a problem with his attempt. The energy dissipates suddenly, and he looks surprised. Yang Chun lies down on the ground, exhausted, and realizes that if he tries more, he could end up dying. He sighs, tired, and thinks that with his current abilities, it's not easy to use inner energy, and that if he continues, he might suffer an energy divergence. With a smile on his face, he is satisfied because, despite everything, he managed to achieve results. In his mind, he imagines the energy sphere surrounded by fire. The boy excitedly declares that he's become a 2-star and that he will keep going. Seen from outside his window, with sparks flying from his hand, he declares, 1 step at a time. He assures himself that, to live a different life from the last one, he will not do anything that negatively interferes with his past. A brownish bird sings from the top of a branch. With sweat on his face, he sighs in exhaustion. Still lying in his room, he tries to understand why his whole body aches so much from just making a small effort. Getting up from bed and putting on his red clothes, he decides that it's his fault for not having trained until now, and that he has a long way to go. Already reaching out to open the door and leave his room, he declares that, in the afternoon, he will go to the clan leader's room and wonders if, until then, he should train. As he steps out, he comes across a girl with long dark hair sitting on the ground. The girl greets him as if she has seen him before. An image of a galaxy with stars and a bright light appears, while people question a man who is staring at the sky. The man states that something strange in the sky is not a star and wonders if it was there before. The bright light becomes a larger crack and the sky opens. The man, terrified, utters a curse. A giant paw slams into the ground with force. From the sky, hundreds of different and bizarre monsters fall, destroying everything in their path and devouring humans. These monsters emerge from an empty space, also known as the portal to the demon realm. Injured men, surrounded by dead creatures and gathered to form a single group capable of fighting against these monsters, were known as sword units. Each sect needed a sword unit, and some fighters in red clothing were examples from the Gu clan, which had 5 sword units. The eldest sister of the Gu clan, Gu Weibai, was the commander of the 5th unit. A memory where Gu Weibai has her hand stretched over Yangchuan's head and a sword in the other shows that the boy spent half of his life under her command. Another memory of his older sister dragging him by his hair shows how Yang Chun formerly met Waisola. Looking at the girl from the potato incident, he remembers that this meeting should have happened 6 months after the first. But now Yang Chun looks at the girl on the ground, outside his room, in a yellow outfit, greeting him. He just watches her, motionless, without saying anything. He turns his back to the girl, going back into his room, thinking that he didn't sleep much the night before and must be seeing things, while the girl remains on the ground. She then suddenly grabs the back of his clothes, asking him to wait. He stops before entering and turns to look at her. Still sitting on the ground, the girl greets him again, trying to explain her presence in that place. However, she is abruptly interrupted by a third hand, which removes hers from the boy's clothes. The hand belongs to the girl's grandfather, who tries to explain to her not to treat the young master like that again. Young Chun, surprised, wonders what the elder just said. Meanwhile, with the girl kneeling in front of the boy, her grandfather tells her to apologize, and so, she does. Young Chun remains very confused and wonders what is happening. The elder, the girl's grandfather, then bows, leaving the boy even more puzzled. The old man introduces himself and declares that, from now on, he will serve Young Chun under the orders of the clan leader, assuring that even though he is old, he will do his best. Young Chun, shocked by the name he was given, wonders why there is a difference between what was once Wai Hai Gun and is now Wai Mun. The girl, still kneeling on the ground, introduces herself as Wa Seo La and adds that she will assist her grandfather. With a frightened expression, the boy wonders if they really are going to serve him. After calming down and taking a deep breath, still without saying anything, he thinks to himself that his father must have given the orders personally. As he introduces himself to the new servants, Young Chun reflects that he has already started this life on the wrong foot. Someone sweeps the floor with a straw broom. Young Chun, sitting on the ground with a bored expression, asks this person if the broom is real. The old elder stops what he's doing, looks back at the boy, smiles, and nods affirmatively. Young Chun, frustrated, questions whether this situation is right. Anxious, he looks to his side and sees a pile of clothes. Ciela walks while struggling to carry the pile of clothes between two other servants, who warn her about the danger of carrying all the clothes without help. Even with difficulty, and with the servants insisting on helping, Ciela persists in carrying everything alone. Suddenly, not seeing a stone in her path, the girl trips and drops everything she was carrying. She falls head first to the ground and groans in pain, with clothes flying around her. From afar, the old man and the boy watch Ciela's fall. While she remains lying down, and a bucket falls in her direction. The bucket hits her head, and everyone watching feels embarrassed. The girl groans in frustration again. Young Chun wonders, while watching the scene of the girl being helped up by the servants, how she can be so clumsy. He questions how she can be so accident-prone when she's supposed to have martial arts talent, while the girl still struggles to get up from the ground and remove the bucket from her head. The boy stands up, complaining about something related to his head. Ciela quickly gets up, and one of the maids asks where she's going. The girl stands in front of the boy with a tearful expression, still with the bucket on her head and the clothes in her arms. The boy is confused by her presence. He tells the girl to finish what she was doing before she fell. And she responds that she was told to follow him wherever he goes. The boy, curious, wants to know who sent her. Angry, with tears in her eyes, she says it was the old man who sent her. The boy, then impressed, realizes that Ciela is his direct servant. She's still with the bucket on her head but now determined, while Young Chun understands that they only gave her this task so the others wouldn't have to deal with him. As the girl tries to step up onto a ledge, the boy continues wondering if it's right that she was chosen, considering he is the son of a great clan. Ciela approaches the young boy and adjusts his clothes while he thinks that she isn't that bad at what she does, but being a supreme swordswoman is a lot of pressure. The girl, very dazzling, finishes adjusting the boy's clothes. However, the outfit ends up all crooked and messy. Frustrated, he fixes his clothes and wonders if his father really knows the servants he hired. While the girl looks disappointed with the result. Putting on his shoes, he remembers that he needs to go to his father's room to learn more about the servants. From a higher view of the courtyard, the boy walks with the girl following him, and he wonders what's going on. The girl runs after him, asking him to wait. Yun Shun turns and orders the girl to stay where she is and finish her tasks before following him. The girl looks down sadly, with tears in her eyes, and just nods. The grandfather observes the entire scene from a distance, without saying a word. Young Chun just looks at the girl. He turns and leaves. And when he looks back, he reiterates that the girl should finish learning how to do her job. The girl just stays where she is, looking down with a crying expression. Before leaving, already outside the gate, the boy calls her. He promises to bring her a treat if she does her best at work. He closes the door and leaves. The girl, who was previously sad, now becomes extremely excited. The grandfather just watches the happy girl, knowing she will get a treat. With a sunny sky outside, the boy thinks about how frightening all of this is. Standing in front of his father's room door, he realizes that in his previous life, they were never that close and that he doesn't know what to do when he enters the presence of the clan leader. Deep in thought, he decides to listen first to what his father has to say and then ask him why Ciela and the elder Hyagun are in his quarters as servants. Suddenly, his father appears behind the boy, startling him as he asks what he was doing standing outside. And the boy, scared, blurts out a curse. His father orders him to come inside. Sitting at a small table inside his father's room, the boy wonders if he really swore in front of the clan leader and thinks that he should have just died instead. The father asks his son if he has already met the new servants, and the boy excitedly replies that he has. The man remains curious, wanting to know what his son thought of them. And the boy agrees that the servants were arranged well, but says he has a question. The man, patiently and with his eyes closed, drinks from the cup on the table without saying anything. Before the son can continue to ask about his doubt, the father interrupts and tells him not to ask yet, as he will know when the time comes, and the boy, surprised, just agrees. With a worried expression, the son doesn't say anything else. Thoughtful, the boy realizes that even though his father knows everything, he still hired those people as servants, and wonders if it's some kind of deal with the old man, Hyagun. The father advises his son not to worry about such trivial things and instead prepare for the unified dragon assembly the next day. Quietly, the boy thinks to himself about what that event could be, as he doesn't remember. Suddenly, alarmed, the boy becomes alert, and asks himself again if it's really what he thinks it is. Outside, the boy looks at someone and asks that person to cut his throat. His bodyguard, Nguyeson, looks at him nervously and simply responds with his name. Several servants pass through the courtyard around the two while talking about how much Yongchun hates going to the Unified Dragon Assembly. The Unified Dragon Assembly is an event where new members of the sword unit are chosen, and it is held every 2 years. Some sword units parade through the crowd at the event, which is for the benefit of the sword unit that works to close the gates to the demon realm. With landscapes of nature, flowers, and a sunny sky in the background, the units risk their lives for the Gu clan and the people of Shangshi. It is an obligation that those of the direct lineage of the Gu clan must attend this event. Yongchun remains still outside, asking his bodyguard to cut his throat so he doesn't have to attend this event. Still with a nervous expression, Myasin questions whether the clan leader wouldn't kill Yongchun. Patiently, Myasin mentions that Elderly will be at the event, and that he threatened Yongchun in case he ran away again. The boy is surprised to hear that the elder will be there. Now nervous and anxious, he wonders to himself, thinking he had been wondering who it could be. With the image of the elder grabbing the top of his head and scolding him in his mind, he remembers that among the elders, Elderly was particularly unpleasant. Elderly always believed that Yongchun should have better posture because he was the only son of the family. And that meant he had become responsible for the honor and prestige of the clan. With another image of the man grabbing his head when he was a child, he continues his thoughts. Realizing he should be very grateful to the elder. But despite being very busy, the elder always took the time to teach lessons when he could. And all his scoldings made the boy avoid the man as much as possible. Even though his father had never been as attentive to Yongchun as the elder, the boy thought about how he had still become a failure despite those lessons. Myasin thinks the boy is talking to him, but the boy explains that he was just talking to himself. The boy wants to know when they will leave, and the bodyguard replies that it will be as soon as everyone is ready. With the servants in the background praising Ciela, and the two observing the scene, the boy asks if that's all. The boy wants to know if Manhwa, one of the maids, is ready. But she apologizes, saying she was taking care of Ciela. Looking concerned, Yongchun wants to know if the girl got into trouble again. Ciela steps out from behind the maids and walks forward. The girl stands among the maids with an uncertain expression, but dressed neatly in a beige outfit. Yongchun shows a look of surprise. And then, shortly after, a look of embarrassment and admiration for the girl. The girl, still embarrassed, with flushed cheeks and big brown eyes, remains silent. She walks toward the boy calling him, "Young master," while he is startled by her sudden approach. She happily comments to the boy that everyone praised her beauty. Yongchun, embarrassed, just tries to brush it off, even though he thinks to himself that she is indeed very pretty. The girl, still blushing, tucks her hair behind her ear and asks the young master if he also thinks she's pretty. Young Chun, extremely nervous, with steam practically coming out of his ears and his skin completely red, changes the subject and calls everyone to leave. The girl repeats the question about her beauty, and nervously, the boy shouts again for everyone to go, leaving the girl disappointed. Wheels spinning fast. Ciela, with half her body out of the carriage, with a joyful expression, exclaims how fun and fast it is. Manhwa, sitting, looks at Ciela and, curious, asks if it's her first time riding in a carriage, to which the girl replies that she thought horses were meant for eating, not running. Yun Chun, with his head out of the carriage, asks Nia Yeasan where the assembly is taking place. And the bodyguard outside the carriage replies that it's in a commercial district. Nuosan advises Yong Chun to sleep, since the trip will take 4 hours. And Yong Chun thinks that's a good idea, as he didn't sleep well the previous night due to training. As he thinks about his lack of sleep, his thoughts are interrupted by Ciela's shouts defending the taste of horse meat. Yong Chun then turns, extremely angry. As Ciela continues to shout, trying to describe the taste of horse meat, Yong Chun, super irritated, stuffs food into her mouth and orders her to eat and be quiet. The girl then takes the food and eats silently. Yong Chun lies down to sleep, while Manhwa, sitting, watches Ciela eat the food like a little piglet. With one eye half open, the young master lying down thinks about finally getting some sleep in the silence of the carriage. Black screen.
In the next scene, we see Ciela wake up our boy to ask him for more sweets. The girl soon realized that Yang Chun no longer had any sweets. Manhwa asked our girl if she has told our boy that they have arrived at their destination. The moment he heard this, Yang Chun raised his head up. When he stepped out of the carriage, our boy saw a beautiful, vibrant city filled with lanterns. Yang Chun realized that the city was filled because the event is a big festival in Shangxi. While our boy was stretching his body, someone comes to meet him. The man greeted our boy and asked him if he is tired from his journey. The man introduced himself as Chun Ishil. He told our boy that he is the vice merchant head of the Heavenly Exchange. With a smile on his face, Chun told Yang Chun that it is his honor to meet the rising star of the Gu clan. Our boy put his hand together and also introduced himself to the man. Chun revealed to Yang Chun that the first day of the event went by smoothly because of Elder Li and his sister. Chun offered to guide our boy to his room in order for him to rest. Our boy remembered his sister's face when the man mentioned her. He hoped that he wouldn't come across her during his time here. Unfortunately for him, his worry became a reality. Yang Chun saw his sister on his way to his room. The girl glared at her brother when she saw him. Our boy greeted Yanxio. The girl asked him not to greet her because she does not want to hear his voice. With a smile on her face, Yanxio asked her brother to not cause trouble at the Unified Dragon Assembly. She told him that there is nothing more hideous than shaming their family's name. Yang Chun assured the girl that he will be as quiet as a mouse. He asked her not to worry about him. Yanxio became angry when she heard this. She told her brother that she is not worried about him. The moment she said this, she noticed that Ciela hid behind our boy when their eyes met. Yanxio was annoyed to see our girl. She told her brother that old habits never die. She asked him if he is going to behave the way he usually does at the event. Yang Chun did not understand what his sister was talking about. He asked her to explain what she means. With a look of disappointment on her face, Yanxio told her brother that people don't change. The moment she said this, she went inside her room and slammed the door. Our boy could not understand why his sister was acting weird. He apologized to Chun for causing a small commotion. The man assured Yang Chun that it is fine. He told our boy that it is normal for siblings to fight. Our boy told the man that he wants to stop somewhere before he goes into his room. The scene shifts and we are taken to a large arena. Ciela was shocked to see how large the arena was. She told our boy that she has never seen such a large building. Yang Chun had heard that merchants measure each other's financial power through how much money they put into festivals. Our boy never expected the Heavenly Exchange to spend so much money on one festival. The event that took place today was to celebrate the sword unit and their incredible efforts. The duels will be held to pick new sword unit members tomorrow. Yang Chun was happy to see that those of the Gu clan's bloodline do not have to participate in the event. All he has to do is to watch the duels. Our boy assured himself that nothing will happen because all he has to do is watch. The moment he said this, we see a huge man standing behind him. The man was also wearing the same red clothes as Yang Chun. The huge man told our boy that he is surprised to see that he did not run away. Yang Chun was shocked to hear the man's voice. He quickly turned around. The man stretched out his hand. Yang Chun was terrified to see the man's hand coming towards him. He realized that he needed to block the attack. To Yangchuan's surprise, the huge man simply pat him on the head. With a smile on his face, the huge man asked our boy to tell him why he is scared. He pat Yangchuan's head and asked him to tell him why he did not run away when he saw him. Yangchun reminded the man that he promised to fold him in half if he did not come to Shangxi. The old man was surprised to hear this. He asked our boy to tell him who said such a thing. Yangchun told him that it was the second elder. The second elder laughed when he heard this. He was surprised to see our boy talking back. Yangchun noticed that the second elder always had a strange fixation on him. He believed that this was because he is the only son of the clan head. Sola was surprised to see the huge man. She called the second elder a bear. The girl said that bears are as delicious as horses. With a scary look on his face, the second elder glared at Siola. Our girl became nervous when she saw the look in the man's eyes. She wanted to continue yapping, but she immediately became quiet when she saw the look in the man's eyes. Siola became terrified. She quickly hid behind Yangchun. Our boy told the second elder that he will scare people away if he continues to look at them with such a terrifying gaze. The huge man laughed and asked Yangchun if Siola is his concubine. Our boy was surprised to hear the question. He asked the man to take a look at Siola's clothes. He told him that our girl is a servant. The second elder was disappointed with Yangchuan's answer. He told our boy that he will accept his answer. The second elder reminded our boy that tomorrow is the Unified Dragon Assembly. He asked Yangchun to go to bed immediately. He explained to our boy that he will still need to take part of the event even if he is a spectator. Siola quickly ran to the exit when she heard this. She asked Yangchun to leave with her before the second elder eats them. Our boy accepted the second elder's order. Before he could leave, the second elder called out to him. With a smile on his face, the old man swiped his hand on his neck and told Yangchun that he will do this to him if he tries to run away. Our boy immediately understood the man's threat. After hearing what the man said, Yangchun moved closer to Siola. Our girl asked Yangchun if the bear is going to eat them. Our boy told her that the man will strangle her first. Siola screamed when she heard this. While walking away, the second elder realized something. He noticed that there was something different about Yangchun. The next day, we see a large amount of people gathered for the Unified Dragon Assembly. While looking at the people lined up for the event, Yangchun explained to his bodyguard that he thought the event would start in the morning. He told Mu Yun that the event will definitely start in the afternoon. According to Mu Yun, people from the numerous clans in Shangxi, or anyone who can prove their identity, is allowed to participate. The bodyguard told his master that he never expected so many people to show up. Yangchun reminded the man that it is a big deal to be a member of a sword unit. While our boy was talking, Siola hid behind him. With a shaky tone in her voice, she asked Yangchun if the bear grandpa is going to take off her head. She asked our boy if they cannot ask the second elder to hibernate. Yangchun was annoyed to hear this. He told our girl that she should have stayed in the room if she was so scared. Siola reminded our boy that her grandpa asked her to stick with him. Yangchun knew that he could not ask our girl to disobey the Sword Supreme. Our boy assured Siola that everything is fine. He told her that Mu Yun can defeat the bear grandpa. Siola was happy to hear this. Mu Yun asked his master to tell him who bear grandpa is. Our boy revealed to the man that Siola is talking about the second elder. Mu Yun told our boy that it is impossible for him to lay a finger on the second elder. He asked his master to address the second elder more respectfully. Our boy decided to tease Siola. He told her that Mu Yun can't defeat the bear, so they need to give him her head. Siola was shocked to hear this. With a shaky tone in her voice, she told our boy that she is all right if everyone will be happy with her head. Yangchun told Siola that he is simply joking. While drooling heavily, our girl pointed at a food cart. She told our boy that her grandpa said that ghosts who die with a full stomach look prettier. Siola assured Yangchun that ghosts who die eating dumplings look quite beautiful. Yangchun realized that our girl wanted him to get her some dumplings. While our girl was ordering for dumplings, Mu Yun told him that he treats Siola well. With a nervous look on his face, Yangchun asked his bodyguard if he did not see our girl begging him to buy her some dumplings. Truthfully, Yangchun did not know how to treat Siola. This is because he had met her several times in his past life. Our boy told his bodyguard that Siola does not fully understand what it takes to be a servant. With a smile on his face, Mu Yun told his master that he still bought our girl the dumplings despite her being his servant. Yangchun did not know how to explain this. Mu Yun was proud of his young master. He told our boy that he is different from the rumors. The man explained to Yangchun that he made a stupid mistake by believing in rumors. He told our boy that he has many lessons to learn. Yangchun told the man that he is reading too much into mere dumplings. The moment he said this, our boy realized that Mu Yun mentioned something about rumors. He asked his bodyguard to tell him when he started working with him. Mu Yun revealed to Yang Chun that he started working 2 weeks ago. Our boy realized that Mu Yun was assigned to him right before he regressed. This is why he is able to hear about some rumors. While Yang Chun was thinking, someone shouts at her mistress. Our boy was shocked to hear the loud sound. The person told her mistress that she shouldn't wander around in such a dangerous place. The girl told the woman that she worries excessively. The girl told her bodyguard that nothing can happen in a place where the Unified Dragon Assembly is taking place. This is because there are so many members of the Gu clan in the city. While looking at her from behind, Yang Chun recognized the girl's voice. He hoped that it wasn't the person he was thinking about. The bodyguard informed her master that she is worried that she might run into the heir of the Gu clan. Our boy was shocked to hear the bodyguard talk about him. He told himself that the woman is talking about someone else. He told himself that there are several men in the Gu clan. The girl told her bodyguard that this will not happen. She explained to the bodyguard that she cannot meet the heir because there are so many people around. Yang Chun was shocked to hear what the girl said. The sentence felt ominous to him. The moment our boy thought of this, the girl in black clothes turned around and saw him. The girl was shocked to see Yang Chun. Our boy and Mu Yun also felt nervous when they saw the girl. The girl did not know what to say. The bodyguard moved close to his master and whispered to him. He told Yang Chun that the expression of the girl and her guard looks as if they have just seen something horrendous. He asked our boy if he knows the girl. Yang Chun could never forget the young lady in front of him. He remembered her hair which falls to her shoulder and her black beady eyes. Our boy remembered the ring on her hand. The ring contains a symbol that appears when examined up close. Yang Chun already knew the significance of the ring. It is something that comes from the Hebei Peng clan. Our boy remembered the young lady as his former fiancée. Yang Chun's marriage was arranged with the Hebei clan. It is one of the 4 largest clans. The marriage was arranged for a simple reason. The Gu clan is as prestigious as any of the 4 clans, and they have a child around the same age as the daughter of the Hebei Peng clan. Yang Chun was bound to be the heir if nothing happened. The Peng clan believed that an arranged marriage with the Gu clan will be beneficial. The issue of the marriage lies in the trouble which our boy caused when he was younger. There were so many bad rumors about him. He was a person who used to ditch training to cause trouble. The rumors did not sound favorable to the Peng clan. Of course, what really shattered the marriage were the things Yang Chun said to the girl. The girl asked our boy to tell her why he is there. Yang Chun reminded her that his family is hosting the event. He asked her to tell him why she came. The girl told our boy that she has some business to attend to. She told Yang Chun that his family doesn't own the entirety of Shangxi. She told him that she does not need to report her movements to him. Yang Chun told her that he does not care. The girl was annoyed to hear this. She reminded our boy that she is still a year older than him. Yang Chun apologized to her. He told her that he forgot. While they were talking, our boy saw Ciola walking away. He asked her to follow him if she has bought the dumplings. While holding a large amount of dumplings, Ciola carefully moved behind Yang Chun. Our boy asked the girl to have a good stay. He and his bodyguard walked past the girl. Our boy told her that he is quite busy. He told her that he will see her later. The girl was surprised to hear this. She quickly turned around. She wanted to say something to Yang Chun, but she decided not to talk. She reminded herself that she is quite busy dealing with her brother. The girl noticed that Ciola was walking next to our boy. She was certain that she had never met our girl before. The girl was surprised to see such a cute servant next to Yang Chun. She wondered if our boy had changed. The moment she thought of this, the girl remembered her first encounter with Yang Chun. Our boy asked the girl to tell him who she is. He told her that she is just the daughter of a concubine. Of course, the girl became enraged when she heard this. She got on the table and grabbed Yang Chun's clothes. With a terrifying look on her face, the girl asked our boy to repeat what he said. With an arrogant look on his face, Yang Chun asked the girl if he is wrong. The moment she heard this, the daughter of the clan head punched Yang Chun in the face. The girl told her bodyguard that she was prepared to endure everything even if it is for an arranged marriage. She told Yang Chun that she was willing to marry him despite all the terrible rumors around him. She told him that she was willing to do anything for her clan. The bodyguard quickly moved close to her mistress. She begged her to calm down. The girl moved her bodyguard out of the way. She moved close to our boy and raised a chair up. She told Yang Chun that he is dead. After remembering what our boy said to her, the girl assured herself that nothing has changed about Yang Chun. While she was thinking, our boy took some plates of dumplings from Ciola. The girl assured her master that she can carry the plates. Our boy told her that she does not look fine. He told her that he can help her. Mu Yun also offered to help Yangchun. Our boy asked his guard to focus on his duty. He told him that they need to take some dumplings to Manhwa if there is any left. The girl was surprised to see what our boy did. She felt like something was different about our boy. She quickly removed this idea from her head. She told herself that Yangchun must simply be in a good mood today. She assured herself that it is impossible for the crazy bastard to grow up. While looking at our boy, the girl told herself that there might be a small chance that our boy can change. Before Yangchun and his bodyguard could enter the building, they hear someone yell at another person. Our boy and his group quickly turn to the side. Yangchun was annoyed to see that several people are scaring him today. Mu Yun asked his young master if he is alright. Our boy assured his bodyguard that he is fine. Seola asked her master if the dumplings are safe. Our boy asked her to shut up. The person who was yelled at told the man in front of him that his problem won't be resolved by shouting. He asked the man to calm down. The man slammed his hand on the table and explained to the man that he does not have a lot of time. He asked the attendant if he will be responsible if he gets caught. With a serious look on his face, the attendant asked the man to explain what he means by getting caught. The young man became nervous when he heard this. He realized that he messed up. He told the man that he never said such a thing. The attendant asked the man if he is joking with him. Mu Yun asked his master if they should help. Our boy reminded his bodyguard that anyone can participate in the Unified Dragon Assembly as long as they can prove their identity. Mu Yun explained to our boy that he was asking if they should allow the man to keep causing a scene. Yangchun explained to his bodyguard that it is nothing new to see someone squabbling over the Unified Dragon Assembly entry. He assured Mu Yun that the martial artists of the Gu clan that are on standby will take care of the issue. One of the martial artists moved close to the man and placed his hand on his shoulder. He asked the man to stop his act here. The moment the martial artist touched his shoulder, the man held his hand and slammed him to the ground. The attendant was shocked to see this. He asked the man to tell him what he is doing. With a cold gaze in his eyes, the man told the attendant that he has proved his skill. He asked the attendant if he can participate now. The attendant asked the man if he is crazy. He told him that he cannot participate after knocking their martial artist down. The man explained to the attendant that he was simply showing his skills. While watching the man and the attendant argue, Mu Yun asked his master if they should interfere now. The moment the bodyguard said this, Sola explained what she saw in a stupid manner. She told our boy that the man slammed the martial artist like wham. Yangchun walked forward and asked Mu Yun to follow him. The bodyguard was surprised to hear this. He asked our boy if it is right to leave the man there. With a nervous look on his face, Yangchun explained to Mu Yun that he does not want to get caught up in the issue. He asked his bodyguard to head in with him. Mu Yun wanted to argue with his master. Yangchun assured him that the others will take care of it. The moment he said this, the attendant told the man that he cannot just have things the way he wants. He explained to the man that they have their own rules. He told him that he cannot enter if he cannot be properly identified. The man asked the attendant if his skills are not enough. The attendant told the man that he does not have any issues with his skills. The man became annoyed when he heard this. He asked the attendant if he is disrespecting the young clan head of the Peng clan. Our boy and the daughter of the Peng clan turned around when they heard this. They were shocked to hear the young man refer to himself as the young clan head of the Peng clan. In the next scene, we are taken to the past. We see snow falling in a huge manner. Aoi asked her elder brother to tell her what he is doing. With a bright smile on his face, the young man greeted his sister. He told her that he is warming himself up by the fire because everywhere is cold. He explained to her that he decided to roast a sweet potato since he is close to a fire. Aoi told her brother that she has no interest in knowing why he started a fire next to her room. She asked her brother to simply tell her what he plans to use the plaque in his hand for. With a smile on his face, the young man explained to his sister that the sweet potato was taking too long to cook. He told her that he wanted to use the plaque to make the fire stronger. Aoi threw something at her brother's head the moment he said this. The man was shocked to see this. He reminded her that she is hitting her elder brother. Aoi told him that he deserved to be hit. She asked him if he doesn't know what he is currently holding in his hand. The man told his sister that he is holding a firewood. Aoi reminded her brother that the plaque of the Peng clan was given to him by the clan head himself. It was given to the man as a reward for graduating as the top student from the Divine Dragon Academy and for becoming the youngest successor in history. Aoi told her brother that he knows what he can do with the plaque. The man revealed to his sister that he wants to use it to make the fire stronger. Aoi grabbed the potato from her brother and tried to hit him with it. The man quickly covered his head. The girl decided to not do anything. She told her brother that he needs to act more like a successor. The man laughed when he heard the word successor. Aoi was surprised to see the look on her brother's face. She revealed to her brother that she cannot tell what he is thinking sometimes. She reminded her brother that he has all the skills and talent despite being young, and he has been chosen to be the successor. Aoi told her brother that he looks so dissatisfied even after having several accomplishments. With a bright smile on his face, the man told his sister that he is not dissatisfied. He looked up and revealed to his sister that he simply wants to leave the manor. While blowing on a potato, Aoi informed her brother that he can simply leave and come back later. The man was surprised to hear this idea. In the next scene, we see Aoi reading a letter from her brother. The idiot told her that he is going to go out for a bit. Aoi squeezed the paper out of anger. She could not believe her piece of shit brother called 4 month a little time. While she was holding the paper, her bodyguard informed her that the beggar sect has found her brother. The bodyguard revealed to Aoi that her brother is in Shangxi. The girl was surprised to hear that her brother went so far away. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. We see the young master arguing with the attendant. He told the attendant that he has shown him everything that he can. The attendant asked the young master to tell him what this will do for him. With a look of anger on his face, the man begged the attendant to allow him participate in the event. The attendant asked the young master to calm down. He wanted to explain himself more, but the man interrupts him. He told the attendant that he does not have a lot of time. He asked the attendant if he has to show him the Dark Knight blade before he can believe him. Mu Yun told his master that the man just mentioned the Dark Knight blade. Yangchun told his bodyguard that the technique is exclusive to the direct bloodline of the Peng clan. Our boy wondered if he was actually looking at the young clan head of the Peng clan. Yangchun decided to quickly leave. He did not want to accidentally get involved in something that does not concern him. The moment our boy turned around, the second elder appeared in front of him. The man grabbed Yangchuan's head. The second elder told the man that he must be the young clan head if he knows about the Dark Knight blade. Immediately the elder grabbed his head. Yangchun realized that he is screwed. The second elder asked the attendant to let the young master participate since he is skilled enough. The young master put his hand together and bowed his head when he saw the second elder. He introduced himself to the man as Peng Wujin. He referred to the second elder as the Grandmaster Pure Flame Fist of the renowned Gu clan. He told the second elder that it is an honor to meet him. The second elder began to laugh when he heard how Wu Jin greeted him. He told the young man that he has not heard the title in a long time. He assured Wu Jin that he can participate in the event. The attendant informed the elder that they haven't confirmed if Wu Jin is really the young master of the Peng clan. The second elder assured the man that Wu Jin is truly the young clan head. The attendant was surprised to hear this. The elder informed the man that Wu Jin looks exactly like his father. He told him that the young man has a physique of a Peng. According to the second elder, the black ring on Wu Jin's hand is enough to confirm his identity. Yangchun noticed that this is the same ring that Aoi wears. He could not believe that this dumbass is actually the young clan head of the Peng clan. With a smile on his face, the second elder asked Wu Jin to tell him the reason why the successor of the Peng clan wants to participate in an event when its purpose is to choose new members for the Gu clan sword unit. With a confident look on his face, Wu Jin told the man that it is not fun at the Peng clan. The second elder began to laugh when he heard this. He told Wu Jin that his reason is not bad. Our boy wondered if Wu Jin had lost his mind. The second elder asked the man if he got permission from his family. Wu Jin informed the elder that he ran away from home because he did not think that his family would allow him to come. The elder laughed harder when he heard this. He asked our boy if he heard what the man said. Our boy wondered if Wu Jin is stupid. The elder noticed that Wu Jin was well trained. He asked the man for his age. Wu Jin told the elder that he will be 23 this year. The elder was surprised to hear this. He realized that the Peng clan has been raising an overpowered monster. While looking at Yangchun, the man told Wu Jin that he wishes their little idiot was like him. Our boy did not know what to say to the elder. Mu Yun moved close to his master and assured him that the elder is not talking about him. Siola asked our boy to tell her why the old man would call him an idiot. Yangchun asked the two to shut up. He told them that they are hurting him more than the elder. Our boy did not really care about what the elder said. While looking at Wu Jin, our boy realized that the elder was right to call him a monster. Yangchun remembered that Wu Jin will soon receive the title of Blade Emperor. Our boy became certain that Wu Jin is from the Peng clan. He remembered that another person from the Peng clan is also in the area. The moment he thought of this, Aoi called out to her brother. Wu Jin was happy to see his sister. The moment the girl got close to him, she used her leg to kick his face in. The attack sent the idiot flying, with a terrifying aura around her. Aoi called her brother a worthless bastard. She could not believe that he claimed to be the successor when he ran away from home after leaving a note behind. Woojin asked his sister to calm down and listen to him. With a horrifying look on her face, Aoi asked the man to tell her what he wants to say. Woojin was surprised to see that his sister actually gave him a chance. He begged her to spare him. The moment she heard this, Aoi began to beat the shit out of her brother. She asked her brother to tell her why he would run away from home and try to join another clan's sword unit. She asked him if he has lost his mind. Woojin begged his sister to spare him. Yangchun was surprised to see this. He told the elder that it is better they stop Aoi because she might kill her brother. The second elder assured our boy that things are fine. He told him that men from the Peng clan are quite sturdy and can even endure getting hit by a metal rod. Woojin called out to the Grandmaster and begged him to save him. Yangchun asked the elder if he is sure about what he said. The second elder asked Aoi to stop beating her brother. He told her that she might kill him. Aoi was annoyed to hear someone talking to her. She wanted to curse the person who intervened, but she quickly kept her mouth closed when she realized that it was the Grandmaster. Aoi turned around and greeted the second elder. She apologized to the man for seeing her and her brother fight over trivial family issues. The elder assured her that it is fine. He told her that he enjoyed meeting someone as funny as Woojin. Aoi assured the elder that she will definitely compensate him for the incident. She told the man that she and her brother will be leaving. Woojin told his sister that he will stay. Aoi was annoyed to hear this. She asked her brother if he was not beaten enough. With a cold gaze in his eyes, Woojin asked his sister if he looks like someone who is joking. The girl became nervous when she saw the look in her brother's eyes. She asked him to tell her his reason. Woojin revealed to his sister that their clan is boring. Aoi asked her brother if the Gu clan and other clans are more interesting. The man told his sister that this clans are probably more interesting than their own. Aoi placed her hand on Woojin's shoulder and begged him to grow up. She reminded him that he is the clan successor. Woojin explained to his sister that he wants to enjoy life before he becomes the clan head. He reminded her that the only way to not become clan head is to be crippled or to die. However, both options were not good to the man. Woojin revealed to his sister that he does not want to become clan head. He told her that everyone in the clan apart from them is simply a beast wearing a name tag. The man told his sister that he will become the clan head so that she doesn't have to. Yangchun asked the second elder if he is really going to let Woojin participate in the competition. He asked him if he wants to get involved in the matters of the Peng clan. The Grandmaster told our boy that he wants Woojin to participate, but he does not want to get involved in the Peng clan's problem. While looking at the two siblings, the second elder thought of a solution. With a smile on his face, the elder told Woojin that he can participate if he wins against him. Everyone was shocked to hear this. Aoi told the elder that this doesn't make any sense. Yangchun asked the second elder if he has finally lost his mind. With a smile on his face, the elder informed Woojin that the winner will be decided in 10 moves. With a serious look on his face, Woojin asked the man if that is all. The second elder told the man that he does not lie. The moment he said this, Aoi asked her bodyguard whose name is Yobi to get her brother. The second elder decided to create some rules. He told Woojin that he will win if he manages to touch him within 10 turns. The moment he said this, Woojin appeared behind him. He grabbed Yobi's sword and was about to strike the elder. Before his attack could touch the man, he began to laugh. The second elder told Woojin that he is too impatient. The moment he said this, the man turned around and clenched his fist.